Faithfully execute the office of the President of the HBRA of Fairfield County and will, to the best of my ability, fulfill the mission, goals, and values of this organization as embodied in our strategic plan and code of ethics. That's it. So members of the HBRA, Fairfield County, guests, please join me in congratulating Kim DiMatteo.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming tonight. We're fortunate that the skies held up for us, and I think that's a sign of showing where we're going to go in the future. I've been in this association for 30 years, and 30 years this year. And there's so many people that I should be thanking, but we don't have time for all of that. So if you've done something that touched my life in this association, I thank you. And I mean that from the heart, from the bottom of my heart. But there are some very special people that are here tonight that I need to show thanks. One is my family, and in particular, my husband. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be standing here tonight and having this speech. John was my mentor from the time that I started in the business, and he actually was the one that told me, you need to go join the Home Builders Association and bring in some business. And that's what I did. I also need to thank my kids that are here. Unfortunately, my little one is down in Florida, probably having the time of his life. Although I told him he would never go back, he did. My daughter Jessica is here, my son Anthony. And, you know, they truly took a lot of responsibility during the years that I worked a lot of hours, and we had to be a team. And they knew that with me working, that if we weren't a team, we weren't going to be successful. And I think that's really important because it's not just one person that makes success. It's a team, it's a tribe, it's a camp, whatever it is. It takes a lot of us, and I think we're all finding that right now with what's going on in our society and our communities. You know, people are pulling together, and that's wonderful. So thank you to my family so much. You mean the world to me. The other person that I really need to thank is Jerry Efren. Jerry was another great mentor within the home builders to me. He was the one that encouraged me to get involved with the board. I think the first time that I was at a meeting, he's like, yeah, you really should join the board of directors. And then join this committee. And oh, by the way, I'm going to be president, so I want you to join that committee as well. So thank you, Jerry, because if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be standing here today. I have two other very special people that are here tonight. Joanne Carroll and Liz Verna, who's out in the back. Both were women presidents in the association, and both were true friends and true mentors to me throughout all of my years. I met Liz a little bit later in my career in the home builders, but I met Joanne right in the beginning, and we used to have our wine, and the only ones that would have it at our board meetings, and we were the only women sitting at those tables. So Liz is also, I am almost certain, but I'm not 100% certain, the only state woman president. So she's been a great, just great for me to, you know, bounce things off of and give me some really good values. A little bit about me. For those of you that don't know me, which I think I know pretty much everybody here, I truly love my family. I love cooking, I love vacationing, I love my horses, I love to ride, and I love my puppy. So, but my true passions are work and the Home Builders Association. Throughout all the years that I was here, and I was on the board of directors, which I sit on the state board, the local boards, and national. When I sat in this position, the association came first, and that's really important. It wasn't my job where I was making money, it was the association. And what that did for me is that paid off twofold. So I think, especially in where we are today, that we all have to think about giving back and how important that is. I grew up in this association from the time basically I was a kid, and I have my best friends here. But I put my time into this association, and the association truly gave back to me with that. This association built DiMatteo Insurance's business insurance division, which today is our largest division. And it was for all of the people that are here that supported us, and it was also for us supporting them. So it's very important to always give back and never think about the end of the road. Give back and good will come back to you. My father-in-law always told me that, and I remembered it from the time that I was really young, and he was another mentor of mine. With that, years later, I read a book called The Go-Giver by Bob Berg. And that book speaks so much of what I'm talking about today. Giving back, don't think about anything else but from the kindness of your heart, and it'll come back to you full-fold. And today, all of the folks in DiMatteo Insurance are required to read that book, because that is what we feel is best for our community and for our business.